Now we have an item to consider adjusting the calculation of fee schedule for sanitary sewer capacity at 435 Devon Park. Ms. McPherson.
Yes, thank you. We received a request from the applicant who's here tonight to adjust the sewer fees for their project. They're going to be converting an office building to multifamily units. So I know they have sort of some information for you. I think he has got a packet. But Eli, if you want to.
Sure, you want to come up and you want to, yeah.
He provided a PowerPoint. I'm going to see if we can get it on the screen, but he does have printouts.
Ms. McPherson, can we email one to Julie so she has it also? Thanks.
Eli, can you just hit the microphone? Yeah. There you go.
It's red now, is that, okay, thank you. Folks, my name is Eli Kahn. I was here earlier in the year presenting this project to you all to convert 435 Devon Park Drive to a workforce housing project, and received overwhelming support from your planning commission and your board to do so. We have started demolition of the interiors of the buildings, and we're in for permit on construction permits to redevelop the property into 162 workforce housing units. All but 12 of them are one-bedroom and efficiency apartments. We have put up some signs recently, and with almost no other marketing yet, because we're pretty far away from starting to be able to lease these, we have had incredible number of phone calls on signs on Devon Park Drive, which isn't, it's not like Route 30. And it's interesting because we chart who's calling, what's their demographic. It's like 2/3 of the people are seniors over 55 who are calling about these units. We are so excited about this project, and again, appreciate all the support you guys have given us. Why are we here? We're here because of an issue on sewer capacity allocation. Frankly, something I did not anticipate being here in front of you for. And if I had known this would have been an issue, I would have brought it up earlier in the year when I presented the entire project. And for that, I apologize. We have this incredibly unique project where we're converting this vacant office building into these less expensive workforce housing units. How did we make them less expensive? As I presented to you earlier, firstly, by being able to convert a functionally obsolete office building that we were able to purchase at half of what it had previously sold for. But also because we're frankly building a lot of smaller units. Smaller units are able to be leased at 20 to 25% less than the existing inventory in the marketplace. By ordinance, we agreed with the township that we would limit the number of 2-bedroom units in this project, or any project that would meet this category, to no more than 30% of the units can be 2-bedroom units. 30% of 162 is about 48 units. We have 12 2-bedroom. So we really are going after that single occupant user. Unfortunately, your sewer capacity schedule does not differentiate at all between types of residential units. In your sewer capacity schedule, A dwelling is a dwelling is a dwelling. So a 500 square foot, one bedroom or efficiency apartment pays the same sewer as the image I presented in your package, a 12,000 square foot, 7 bedroom, 9 bathroom home pays the same amount of sewer capacity fee as a 1 bedroom efficiency. It doesn't really seem fair. And it's quite frankly almost undermining our ability to perform what our stated goal is in trying to create some workforce housing. So we're asking the board to simply by resolution modify your sewer capacity allocation schedule by creating a new category. The very category that you approved earlier in the year when you modified the zoning and created a residential conversion dwelling as a defined use in your zoning code. By creating that category, we're asking you to modify the amount of sewer required for that type of dwelling unit. Per your existing sewer schedule, we would need to pay $1.15 million for additional sewer capacity that we simply do not need or will never use. Making a project pay for something such as sewer capacity that it will not use or doesn't need seems to be unfair. What we are asking for has ample precedent as well. Most of the townships in the region and DEP, the Department of Environmental Protection, who governs, is the ultimate governor of sewer capacity, allows a reduction in GDP, gallons per day, for different types of housing units. Developments in communities throughout the region have submitted supporting documentation, as we have to your sewer consultant and the township, that support real live data that this project will use somewhere between 60 and 80 gallons per day per unit. But your ordinance doesn't discriminate between the size of units and is requiring us to pay 275 gallons per day per unit. Your current fee schedule, however, makes ample distinction between commercial, industrial, institutional, office, hotels, retail, restaurants, all have defined different types of sewer allocation for them. This township building, entire township building, per your ordinance requires 1 EDU, 275 gallons per day for this entire township building. Same as it's requiring for a efficiency apartment. The most close example to what we're asking is the Residence Inn on Swedeford Road in Tredyffrin Township, an extended stay hotel made up of 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom hotel units, all with a bathroom, all with a kitchen. 62 gallons per day is what's required to build a Residence Inn or an extended stay hotel within the township. Those units are basically the same as our units in terms of the size and scope and number of plumbing fixtures and kitchens. The township's ordinance, and not the ordinance, township's sewer fee schedule already addresses this everywhere but residential. If the township is willing to allow us to embark on this project, I would ask, don't make us buy something, pay for something that we don't need and will never need. We have support, we have all the supporting documentation. My engineer is here who's done many, many of these, and I've done them. DEP allows regardless of how little sewer you can prove to DEP, they do not allow you to reduce the sewer capacity less than 100 gallons per day per unit. And that's what we're asking the township to modify the fee schedule for this use and this use only, the residential conversion dwelling, which you allow only in the industrial district, only on an existing building, and only on a project that has a maximum number of 2-bedroom units, where we can prove that we're not going to use the sewer capacity that the township's current schedule is making us purchase. And we'll even go far as be willing to meter our sewer, leaving the property to prove that we're not using even the 100 gallons per day. So I don't see any downside to the township to allowing this. By not allowing it, it's simply just straddling a project with a cost that has no use to the project, and the very core of the project is to try to create the most affordable residential units within the community. If you agree to our request, we need to purchase 19 additional EDUs, approximately, at a cost of $181,000. If you don't agree to the request, we have to purchase $1.15 million worth of additional sewer capacity that we have absolutely no use for. This is one of those little things that make it so difficult to create affordable housing. Nobody anticipated this when you guys put your fee schedule together. You overwhelmingly supported our project to create this workforce housing, and we're just asking that you give consideration to this use and just add another category. It does not affect a brand new luxury apartment complex gets proposed in Chesterbrook or anywhere else. This use is defined in your code based upon our prior zoning approval. And if you limit it to that, I don't really see how it can spread anywhere else. Happy to answer any questions.
No, thank you. Anybody? I think we